There's our steel. Now the fun part, getting it strapped down. Can you bring it up? Yep. There we go. Have some fun cutting this. That's one way to do an oil change, is hook it up to that winch up there. Well, got the steel. Start our trailer build. I guess let's get out here. We go ahead and get to the front gate and go ahead and chain this stuff down. Well, alright guys, what y'all see here is the load of steel that we seen loaded, or you seen this one being put on the back of the trailer from the crane. Sweet overhead crane. I thought that was kind of cool. But what I got here is this is 2x4 by 11 gauge box steel. That's a 24-foot piece. I don't actually need a piece that long. And it was the more expensive part of them all. I believe it was $73 or something. So I'm gonna find a good use for this stuff. And right up there you see on the trailer is the 1.5" by 1.5" by 20-foot 1/8" thick angle iron. Now that I did want it in the 20-foot lengths. It was a $150 minimum order with tax. I think I made it like $156 and some odd change. But it's time to go ahead and start building. What I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this one first, the 2x4. We're going to cut it to 53 1/4. Go ahead, I want to make this back piece for this trailer. Then after that, I think it's starting to cut the uprights for the railings all the way around. So I believe I'm also go ahead and get started with that. And if y'all just want to watch along, we're going to try to do this in fast frame. Try to zip, 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 and get it all done. Oh boy, well, we just got that one piece cut. That's the main piece going across the back here. That's done. Going ahead and just chopping a lot of my steel down. Go ahead and getting it to the appropriate size. So the next thing is I need 9 little uprights per side going all the way down. So it's 9 and 9 is 18, and either I need 1 or 2 in the center. So 18, we're going to either do 19 or go ahead and just do 20 pieces. That covers the corners, that covers all the way straight down. Some reinforcement for the very end. We'll go ahead and cut them next. Go ahead and use up some of our big 20-foot pieces. So what I want to do is I want to have them come up a foot past, we're going to go about a foot past the top of the railing. So since they're going to be welded on the sides, so we're going to do 12 inches rise plus 16 inches. So we're going to do about 20 pieces at 16 inches. So let me go ahead and start you set up for that. Go ahead and start chopping.
I found you in the wonders of a jungle paradise. Flew across a galaxy with planets made of ice. I saw you in the corner of a seedy 2-bit bar. Won your hand and lost my heart in a game of cards. Would you believe I'm the king of hell? And would you believe
cut 16 inches in length. Still got a nice amount of steel left. Two of these pieces of angle iron are going to make that top rail, and probably go ahead and use a shorter piece that I've been cutting on to make that back rail going across. Well, the next thing I'm setting up for is time to get the angle grinder out. What I'm going to do is go ahead and smooth this surface out. Go ahead and grind this down, and go ahead down the lines of the trailer every 2 foot, right where I know there's going to be an upright. Go ahead and grind a little patch out, so that way we can go ahead and weld our uprights in, or at least tack them up, throw a top rail on. Might as well go ahead and do that all the way around. At least go ahead and get the rail in today. Go ahead and start getting something done. I'm ready to get this trailer done and actually being used.
I found you in the wonders of a jungle paradise. Flew across a galaxy with planets made of ice. I saw you in the corner of a CD 2-bit bar. Won your hand and lost my heart in a game of cards. Would you believe?
A flat wheel to them. So I figure now let's go ahead and take that 2x4, let's throw it in place. See how it came out. Nice tight fit. I guess most of the time, I guess go ahead and tack it up into place. Close enough.
I found you in the wonders of a jungle paradise. Flew across a galaxy with planets made of ice. I saw you in the corner of a CD 2-bit bar. Won your hand and lost my heart in a game of cards. Would you believe I'm the king of hell? And would you believe I'm in love with you still? And I saw you from the picture window of my palace recognize you from the picture of the gates of
I'm not sure if I'm doing a ramp system or I'm doing like a drop up and down gate. I should have enough of the steel left, so I'm gonna kind of leave that. Up to a little bit later. I'll decide what I'm gonna do from there. I'm glad that this idea is done right now. This is one of the things I've been wanting to do, was go ahead and continue this box frame all the way around. So I feel like it's going to be stiffer now. Definitely there's a lot of still cleanup work. What I'm going to do next, I think before I do all the other little grinding and stuff for the actual cleanup, I'm going to save all that last. Do the grinding up of some of like these. Oop. Sorry guys. Like right there. There's like a little piece of junk metal left from the wings that was on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up later. What I'm going to do is try to get all these uprights, and you kind of see where that little I don't know, a little white area, whatever you call it, unpainted the frame. This whole thing's going to get wire brushed down all the way around when it gets this paint job. But right now what I'm going to do is just come back, kind of grind here, there. So far it's like really every 2 foot all the way down. What I figure is I'm going to go ahead and do this side, go ahead and grind down all this down, all the paint, to give me a good clean surface to go ahead and tack weld some of my uprights, so I can go ahead and start the top rail all the way down. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to at least try to knock out a good 90% of this build before I have to call it a day. Well, there she goes, guys. This is all completely tacked up. We got at least one side tacked. Not bad, if I say so. I kind of like it, actually. I don't know. I don't know if this is kind of higher than normal size, but being my custom ATV hauler, I kind of want to do something what I'm looking for. My goal was to build this complete for under $600. Actually, right now, I believe I'm going to be able to easily surpass that number and go a lot cheaper. The company I bought this from, which you've seen in the beginning video clip, it was Berman Brothers here in Jacksonville, and I believe they have some other locations. Minimum steel order is $150, but you can get a lot of steel for that price. If you know people in the office, sometimes they'll let you slide, especially on smaller pieces. So far, like I said, this side's completely done. It's completely tacked up. We got one whole complete side. So mine and the kids' custom ATV haulers are just about done. I figure why don't y'all stay watching real quick. Let me just slice off this last piece of extra angle iron. Let's go ahead and drop that. We're going to call it a night. I got to be up at 4, so we're going to call this part of the video done, but I'll probably add some more clips. Let's go ahead and knock this out and call this clip done.
Found you in the wonders of a jungle paradise. Flew across a galaxy with planets made of ice. I saw you in the corner of a CD 2-bit bar. Won your hand and lost my heart in a game of cards. Would you believe I'm the king of hell? And would you believe I'm in love with you still? And I
life, so everything is going on. But since it's been a late night and a day for me working, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this finished up and go ahead and edit this film so I can get it for y'all guys to watch. Next things we're gonna do is, if you notice, we got the extra length here. Need to go ahead and chop the rest of this extra length off this 16 footer or 20 footer. So we're gonna go ahead and chop that off, and I've got another one set up down. Oop, there it goes. I got a long one hanging off the edge over there. That's going to be my my top rail to go ahead and run from here to here. So what I think is, so we can go ahead and give this video call it done. What I'm going to do is go ahead, I'm going to cut this off, go ahead and prep this by cutting it off. It's tacked in, so that'll be fine. I'll have a top rail done. We're going to go ahead and take that piece, cut the front rail, go ahead and get it tacked in, get the couple legs tacked in, and it'll be calling it a night. So let me go ahead and get all this work done. Y'all can tag along and watch. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a walk around of what's been done so far on part 2, and you kind of get an idea where I'm heading in this direction.
Found you in the one edge of a jungle paradise. Flew across a galaxy with planets made of ice. I saw you in the corner of a seedy 2-bit bar. Won your hand and lost my heart in a game of cards. Would you believe I'm the king of hell? And would you believe I'm in love with you still?
It's been a long night for a long day, but here we go.
And I saw you from the picture window of my pretty
Starting to look like the full night. Get to the front now. Before everybody says it, I'm
recognize you from the picture of the gates of hell.
The top part of that 90 is sitting real far back, and the way the front one is kicking it at an angle, and I know I'm not parallel, I'm just too tired. What I was trying to do was avoid the 2 holes, because that's where my wiring is going to go through for my lights. So what I decided to do, which I can compensate for all this once I get ready to actually put the decking on here, but there's still a lot more fabricating to do. What I'm going to do is come right here, I'm going to zip this and take this V and set it right there on the 2x4 deck, and I'll compensate for all that once I put the decking on. It was just something, a stupid thing I just did. I'm not happy, but the way I work in my shop, I don't really work from blueprints. I kind of just work on the fly. In my head's usually like a basic set of plans, and I just work. If I have to go back and redo something, I don't mind, because making homemade stuff is what really made this country, or any country, is just getting out there and working with your hands and creating something of your own. I could have went out and bought one of these trailers. It would have ran me right around $1,600 for the length that I would like, but there were a lot wider, and I don't need all that width. I just need it to hold several ATVs and a couple other little accessories. Definitely check out the next video. I got a lot of stuff coming up. We still have more welding, which I'll do probably off camera, but there's still more fabricating. There's a little bit more oomph I want to add into my trailer, so it's not just a normal looking trailer. Well, by the width, it's definitely not. I dig this. Like, I love the look of how narrow it is, how long it is. Can't wait. We still got axles to put on. We got multiple lights to put on so we can light this thing up at night. Possibly the winch right here. It came off my other trailer. I was going to do a box up here for storage, but I decided not to. I just don't want something bigger and hideous for right now. I don't know. My plans change with me all the time. But somehow or another, if I eliminate the box, I wanted to use that old boat winch, mount it right here in the center, because the pedestal, the little roller will be set up high, and the reason for that is in case you have a broke down ATV and you need to get it on, it's just too heavy to push. Or as my case several years ago, I injured myself on my ATV and couldn't get mine up the trailer easily. We could just run the steel cable all the way to the ramp or ramps or whatever we got and just winch it on, or at least get it up over the ramp so it's easier to get on. Guys, I've babbled enough tonight. This is the second video in the series, so there's going to definitely be a number 3. Always comment, rate, subscribe. Give me the thumbs up so it helps out my channel. Guys, y'all have a good one.